My name is Jonathan Mooney. I work with specialty care as a surgical neurophysiologist, and I manage a team in Connecticut. And we are here with Duncan Foundation, taking care of patients that have scoliosis. The decision for us to participate in this trip particularly came out of a need, first of all, but also some relationships. We felt it was important to support the outreach, particularly this time, just because of the relationships that were involved, and obviously to give back and provide a service for people that may not have access to that quality of care. For me, it's important. Just obviously, scoliosis is a debilitating condition. It's something that is a quality of life issue, and we have the means to be able to impact and make a difference. And sometimes the problem with that is access in a country like Jamaica. And so to be a part of that, for me personally, is obviously something gratifying, to make an impact, to change somebody's life for the better. And obviously, specialty care is also an important factor in sponsoring, this endeavor to impact lives again and to make a difference. We have a mission. We want to accomplish something, and to that end, there's a lot of energy. There's a lot of focus. There's a lot of care, a lot of love behind that. You have a condition today, and tomorrow, that person's going to wake up a little bit different, on a better track. I think I will have left feeling, happy to have played a part in that transformation.
Hi, my name is Mark Lee. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Connecticut Children's, and I primarily specialize in kind of spine type things and a bunch of other disorders in pediatric patients. So this is my third time in Kingston, and I think I've traveled to Montego Bay as another portion of this particular trip 4 or 5 other times, and each time I've enjoyed it thoroughly. The trips are sponsored by the Duncan Foundation, and they've done a fantastic job of organizing, and that's probably what pulls me back every single time, that it's well organized, and usually they bring together kind of quite a good group of people, really motivated to help kind of children who have this particular spine deformity. During this particular trip, I hope to assist these kids in essentially kind of re-engaging in their society by correcting this particular medical issue they've been dealing with for many years. And it is my hope I will leave this trip finish this trip having left them in a better place than they started. I think I think overall the organization is run very well. I think its major strength is the collaboration. It's I think the ability to take everybody's opinions and kind of incorporate it into the mission statement, understanding how to improve, and understanding that there is room for improvement.
So my name is Hardeep Singh. I'm an orthopedic surgery resident at the University of Connecticut, and I was interested through Dr. Lee. I was done multiple missions with Duncan Foundation, and that's how I got introduced to Duncan Foundation, and the idea of pursuing that was very interesting to me and seemed a very valuable experience, hence why I'm here. So, very interesting experience, kind of a different culture coming from the United States here, and even looking at the hospital and seeing the way it's organized and the floor, the way it's organized, where I'm used to having private rooms for patients at our hospital, to seeing just a ward with 20, 30 patients in the same floor, and not much of a privacy situation which we're used to and consider important in the United States. So just a different cultural experience, and then seeing the way clinic was run was pretty interesting to see how patients were comfortable coming into us and never having met us before, and willing to share their story in front of 10, 15 people. I think it was a truly great experience, and I think it's great for the patients that are they're doing that, because it just shows how important they consider their care and how much they're willing to trust us if they're coming to see someone that they haven't never met before, never seen before.
I want to start up a foundation for persons who have scoliosis. I want to call it the Jamie Jenny Foundation, in memory of my sister who died. It's going to help persons with scoliosis who are unable to pay for their surgery, but also persons who are able to use like back braces to correct it before it's too late. Because I know persons, like my cousin who had it, who was unable at first to pay for the back brace, so it was getting worse. But fortunately for her, her parents are able to come up with the funds in order to get it, but there are a lot of persons out there who can't. And I want to be able to help them so that they can be able to correct their scoliosis too.
And the doctors told us about Duncan Foundation. We got their website, and Martha Marie had written a letter to them, a very short one, on one of her bad days at school. So I asked her to go back and write another letter, because the other one was too short and did not really describe her or tell Duncan anything much about her. So she went back and she wrote another letter. But we did not know that she had emailed that letter to herself instead of to Duncan. But with Jehovah's help, I don't know how it happened. She was chosen, a group of 11 children, and she was part of the 11. When we went to write another letter to thank Duncan for choosing her, we discovered that she had emailed the letter to herself. So it was only by Jehovah's grace, Jehovah's help, you know, it's just like a miracle that she was chosen for this operation, and we are really, really grateful for this help. Because Martha Marie goes through a lot of pain. She is a very jovial and happy child during the day, but in the night, she cries in her sleep and she feels a lot of pain. So we are absolutely, absolutely grateful to Duncan for this assistance. Thank you very much, Ms. Duncan. Thank you very much.
You've been brave.
Thank you very much, Ms. Duncan.
And you're so faithful.